We are streaming live right now. We're on multiple platforms, so go ahead if you want to throw some comments in here. I'd be happy to talk comments. We'd be happy to talk timing of this snow, and we're going to get you set and prepared for what is going to be a significant winter storm that's going to be impacting our area. So we've got more and more people watching. Come on in. I know many kids, they don't have school tomorrow, right? That's the word on the street. We're getting numerous cancellations that are coming into our WTOL 11 and Fox 36 newsroom, which, you know what, it's part of being prepared. So we get that. We get that superintendents want to be prepared, and we want parents to be prepared for the incoming wintry weather. So let's get into the details of this one. I'm going to start with what we do know about this system. It is going to be a major storm system. It is going to impact the area through tomorrow into Thursday. We're going to call this one a blockbuster winter storm, and it may be bringing totals easily in excess of 12 inches or more. If you've got comments, I do want to see them. I'm actually pulling up the stream right now, so I'll be able to see some of your comments coming in, and I want to see what you guys are thinking about this storm system. I want to know where you're coming in from as well, because we've got people all over, not only Northwest Ohio and Southern Michigan, but all across several states that are going to be tuning in for this. Blowing and drifting of the snow after we get about a foot and a half of snow is going to become an issue. So what are we looking at for timing? Did you feel how warm it was today? It was really just incredibly warm. We surged up into the 40s today, and I felt it. You felt it as well. You thought, boy, is spring close by? Yeah, what a difference it's going to be by tomorrow afternoon. So here's how things play out. And I need you to understand this. You wake up tomorrow morning and you look out the window and you still see brown grass. That's going to be very likely for many areas west and north of Toledo. That's when we get that switch over from rain to snow before daybreak. We're talking Lenawee County, Hillsdale County, Monroe County, back into Williams and Fulton County. It still will be raining in the Toledo metro and perhaps even parts of the western edge of our viewing area. Rain is going to change over to snow through the course of the morning, and we're going to see this boundary kind of stall out. What an incredible thump of some pretty heavy, persistent snow that's going to be taking place much of the afternoon, the majority of the area. The exception to that may be a corridor along and south of Route 224. We're going to be looking at sort of what we call an isothermal line. So it's an equal area of temperature, right around 32 degrees, that is just stationary. That may mean we get rain south of that line, snow and heavy snow north of it. And you can actually kind of see those particle streams on the map. It's convergence along that boundary that's really going to blossom up what could be some very impressive snowfall totals. Snow gets heavier Wednesday night into Thursday. It is going to be thumping heavy snow that is going to be anticipated. So how much snow are we talking about? This could have the potential of being a historic type of winter storm. There we go. I've got our Facebook live stream up so I can see some of your comments coming in. So please keep them coming in. Also, kind of a word of heads up. If you're able to, go ahead and share this Facebook Live for me. Just click that share button. The goal here is to talk not only historic, potentially snowstorm totals, but to get people advance warning of this one. We did it last week on Friday with our alert day, and we're going to continue through the duration of this storm, and it's going to be a big one. I expect pretty much all of Northwest Ohio, right around 12 to 18 inches. And I want to know, do you follow along with the WTOL 11 weather team basically day after day? Many of you do. You notice we haven't changed this forecast much at all. It has been remarkably consistent, high confidence. We've talked about the confidence even over the course of the weekend that we're looking at what could be a big, massive snowstorm. Now, the blizzard word, can we address that? Many people have been asking, all right, is there any similarity to the blizzard of 78? No, there is not with this storm. It actually could end up higher with the snowfall totals, but nowhere near the amount of wind that the blizzard of 78 had. That is crucial because that is what made the blizzard of 78 so noteworthy. It was the winds, the blowing snow, the cold, the drifting of the snow. We're going to get walloped with snow over a longer duration. We are not going to get the magnitude of the winds of the blizzard of 78. So could we put that one to rest? Shake on it. All right, we put it to rest. Not going to be a repeat of the blizzard of 78. Now, with that said, we may get near blizzard-like conditions along our lakeshore Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. High wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour. Now, it exactly won't meet blizzard criteria, which is why we say near blizzard conditions, which could mean at times whiteout conditions or impassable roadways with some of that blowing and drifting of snow. By the way, I mean that for the entire area after we get buried with 12 to 18 inches of snow. I fired up this map earlier today to kind of highlight some of the changes they're going to be going across the area. So let me slowly move this map hour by hour from daybreak to noon tomorrow. And if you look at the map very close, there could be some areas, especially Toledo west and north, that by noon might have 2, 3, 4 inches of snow. South of Toledo, if you're Findlay, Upper Sandusky, Tiffin, Norwalk, you could be headed into the afternoon still with no snow on the ground, just rain falling, and people are going to be saying, well, where's all the snow? It's coming for you. It will have your number. We're very confident eventually it's going to make a transition over. But for many areas, it certainly may not be as quick as you're thinking. So again, we'll urge you patience. It will eventually shift over. And then it gets heavy Wednesday night to Thursday. And my goodness, look at this. Very rarely have I ever released or talked about a snowfall map that's looked like this. Over the next 36 to 48 hours, we're going to be talking 12 to 18 inches of an accumulation, and it looks to hit the widespread area. No one goes untouched by this winter storm, and I can tell you that. No one is going to be untouched by it. It will be a massive winter storm, and it is going to be significant. Now, I expect those snowfall totals are going to be very high. 12, 14, 16 inches of snow, possibly some pockets that could go up to 18 inches of snow. That's quite an impact. So let's go through some impacts and when things are going to change over. So here's the complex part about it. We may have a scenario tomorrow where it's been snowing for hours and hours and hours in southern Michigan, Williams and Fulton County, and it still is raining in Bowling Green and Findlay. So around or approximate times that things are going to change over from rain to snow, I expect if you're in southern Michigan joining, go ahead, raise your hand. Love having you guys along on this Facebook Live. We're going to have snow by daybreak tomorrow. We're talking hours away. If you're going to be headed to bed in the next few minutes, next hour or two, you're in southern Michigan, you're waking up to a transition to snow. Williams and Fulton County also likely waking up to some snow that will be occurring. Conditions will deteriorate quickly. Now, if you're in Toledo, much of the morning will be mild, featuring rain. Now, it will change over a little closer to mid to late morning, and by lunchtime, it will be snowing in the Toledo metro. Still will be raining in Bowling Green, still raining south in Findlay. Eventually, all areas through the afternoon will change over. Just kind of a wider perspective on this one. It's really a massive snowstorm, and this is a snowstorm that is going to be a very large area, a very vast area that's going to be encompassed by this snowstorm, and I expect it will go on for a long duration as well. When we're talking a snowstorm that could be in the magnitude of 24 to 30, up to 36 hours, it will be a significant, long-lasting snowstorm that is going to come into the area. So I want you to be prepared. I know many of you made the grocery store runs today. You gassed up the vehicle. The snow blowers were checked out. Okay, I can see your comments now, so I appreciate there. We've got the comments coming in. How much rain in Findlay is what we've got for the comments? Rain with maybe quarter to a half an inch or less, then it will all change over to snow. The whole area is going to be in the bullseye of this system as well. So a lot of people have been asking as well, all right, we just want the timing of this storm. So let's go through it again because you're thinking, all right, I'm waking up tomorrow morning. What's it going to look like when I wake up tomorrow morning? Pause right there. We got it. We're talking timing right now. The majority of the area, you wake up, it may be raining or dry. This is 6 to 7 a.m. Where we see the snow, it is west of Toledo, and it is up across southern Michigan. We've got Julia in Clayton, Michigan. You're going to wake up to snow, Julia. How will the roads be midday Friday? Well, Lauren, I can't answer that if I don't know where you are. It's going to depend. If you're west of Toledo, it's snow. If you're south of Toledo, it's rain. So you got to be specific on that. We've got questions about level 3 snow emergencies. We don't call those. Those are up to your individual sheriff's department. We relay the information. We're not going to speculate on if we could see those. I know a lot of schools that are choosing to close at this point. Here's the reason why. Snow is going to be taking over the area. So let's go through mid-morning. We're about 2/3 of our area by mid-morning in snow, and I expect this could mean the Toledo Metro as well. Bowling Green making that transition over. Still raining, though. Findlay, Tiffin, Norwalk, Upper Sandusky. Mid to late morning, you're still continuing to see rain. That line, I mentioned, it's a very narrow line through mid-morning, doesn't really move. It's a stationary line. I don't see many or much ice concern with this stationary line. It's really going to be a sharp line between snow, a little bit of sleet along that line, and then rain that's going to be south of it. So I expect it's going to be a really sharp line, but imagine this. At noon tomorrow, we could have 4 inches of snow in Williams and Fulton County, and grass and rain down in Findlay and Upper Sandusky and Tiffin and over toward Norwalk. So it depends highly where you are. I do expect for all areas, conditions will deteriorate through the afternoon. So let me take you into the early afternoon. That rain snow line hasn't moved much at all. So I'll highlight this. Route 224 that goes from Ottawa to Findlay to Tiffin, south of that, if you're along and south of 224, it's very likely this system remains rain much of Wednesday. You're not going to get by unscathed. The tail end of the system is really going to whip you pretty good in the tush. It's going to hit you with heavy snow Wednesday night into Thursday. So it will come for you. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. As we go toward, let's put this map out towards the evening drive time. We're right around 6 p.m. It is going to be a steady, moderate to heavy snow across the area. And I mean the entire area as we go through 6 o'clock Wednesday. I do expect it will be steady and heavy snow Wednesday night to Thursday morning. This is when travel really gets dicey, and I can't stress that enough. It's after dark. The winds are going to pick up. That snow will start out wet and slushy, but it will go to more of a fluffy, lighter snow that will be a little more apt to be blowing and drifting. So I do expect that we're going to get some blowing and drifting of that snow. How much snow are we talking? 12 to 18 inches of snow. I haven't had a snow forecast for our area like this in the near 15 years that I've put together weather forecasting data here in Northwest Ohio. So it's going to be pretty incredible. We have high confidence that this is going to be 12 inches or more. Some areas 15, 16, even up to 18 inches of snow will be possible. Near blizzard conditions will be possible near the Lake Erie shore as we go into Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening is when we're going to get that. I still see lots of great questions coming in. Myra's talking about how much snow at 224 and 23 tomorrow at 5 p.m. That's anywhere between 1 to 2 inches. It's not going to be a ton down toward Fostoria by about 4 to 5 o'clock, but soon after that, conditions will deteriorate very, very quickly. What time does the snow start? And again, we kind of went through that hour-by-hour detailed outlook with what time that snow starts through the course of our hour-by-hour forecast. Again, not necessarily tomorrow morning for most of the area. You have to be west of Toledo and southern Michigan to actually get that snow to start early in the day. Through daybreak, I do anticipate that we're going to be seeing 8 a.m., more of a switch over from rain to snow. And then eventually that rain-snow line stalls somewhere right around the Route 224 corridor, Ottawa to Findlay to Tiffin. Now, these are still areas that are going to come away with a foot or more of snow as we go through this entire storm. And I expect that snowfall will be heavy into the evening Wednesday. A really good thump of snow that's going to be occurring. So that snow is going to come down. It will continue Wednesday night into Thursday, and it will continue to pummel the area. Getting questions about from Alex, any thunder snow? Unlikely to see thunder snow. We don't have, even, it sounds weird, but even in winter situations where we get thunder snow, you have to have at least a modest amount of instability. It could be at various layers in the atmosphere. We don't see that. This is a different type of situation. We've got Barry in Upper Sandusky. I wouldn't say that too quickly. Barry, I'm talking specifically to you. You will get little, if any, snow Wednesday through the afternoon. Wednesday night, Thursday, and into Thursday night, you will get your fair share of snow that could push you close to an inch of total accumulation. So I do expect that you're going to get quite a bit of snow as well. Will it be clear by the weekend? Brian's asking. I can't determine that. I could tell you when the snow is going to be done falling. Thursday night is when the snow ends. How quickly the road crews get out there, city plows, county plows, ODOT, that's just up to how those crews work. And of course, you know they're going to be working around the clock, 12-hour shifts. J.D. Workman saying who's going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to go Bengals. Why not, right? They've had quite the magical run so far. Keep those questions coming in. I appreciate you guys tuning in to, this live stream update. We're about 15 minutes away from actually hitting the air on Fox 36, so I'll have continued live updates on Fox 36 of our alert days. We'll have updates on WTOL 11 at 11 o'clock as well. And our full team is going to be kind of covering this storm system really around the clock. We can't wait to kind of bring you the most accurate, calm, and concise information that we can, but it will be a major winter storm that we're going to be expecting into the area. And this winter storm will have significant impacts. Our hour-by-hour snow accumulation, again, and we'll show you this one more time. I'm going to let it run all the way through the duration of this event. That's a widespread accumulation right around 12 to 18 inches of snow that's going to be anticipated. So it's going to come down heavy, so be prepared for that and have that disruption. Just know it's going to be part of it. Be kind to others that you might encounter out in the stores, if you're going to be out in the stores, or if you're going to be encountering others across the area. So I have to get ready now for our newscast, WTOL 11 on Fox 36. So I will leave you with a look at our alert days Wednesday into Thursday for this blockbuster snowstorm. It is so nice to be able to chat with you and get to know you a little bit, answer some of your questions, and give you the latest on what could be an epic snowstorm across Northwest Ohio and Southern Michigan. We will see you on air, and of course, we'll keep you connected with that free WTOL 11 weather app. Have a great evening.